on her lips. Her head cleared a little. Narrow glanced at her, panic in his eyes. "They said they wouldn't wake yet," he said through his mask. "Hurry!" The other voice she recognized too. Mitt, Narrow's brother-in-law. The masks were protecting them from the drug. "Hurry!" They were carrying her deeper into the house, to the hearth at its center. "What are you doing?" Kissen asked, her voice thick but clear. Her body still wouldn't move. They reached the hearth, a round stone beneath the thatch roof which opened to the sky, so smoke could escape. Around the embers of their evening's fire, a tangled cage had been set, in the shape of a bell, forged out of driftwood and metal. Her parents were already bound to its outer edges. Her brothers were being tied, ankle, arms, neck. Offerings. Kissen was the last. Narrow and Mitt flung her against the bars next to her father. The sea wind tore through the smoke hole in the roof, ripping around the beams. The shutters rattled, and the house shook with the sounds of angry water. "Narrow, stop," said Kissen, stronger now. The sless smoke was almost gone from the air, though it bound her limbs still. "Why are you doing this?" Narrow was twisting her legs to tie them to the foot of the cage while Mitt strapped her hands to the bars. Lunson was crying, hiccuping with fear. She had lost sight of Mel. Kissen found the strength to struggle as they bound her against the metal, but they were bigger and stronger than she was. Outside, bells were ringing, their sound broken and battered by the rising wind. The sound could have been from thousands, though the village was barely 100 souls. All of their neighbours must be out there. They had planned this together, to catch the sea god's favoured family. Kissen could smell hot pitch close at hand. Terror clawed down her throat. "We're not sorry, Liln," said Mitt. How dare he call her little one? That was what uncles did. Friends. He was not a friend. He was a traitor. "It is what must be." Kissen drew up her strength and snapped at his hand with her sharp teeth. He leapt away, clutching his thumb pad where she had caught it. "Leave her," he snapped. "It's time. They won't wait for us." They ran. Kissen was shaking. She spat out Mitt's blood and tried to breathe, turning against the ropes to find the closest family. "Papa!" He was not far from her. "Papa!" Byrne, her father, was breathing badly. His mouth was torn and bloody, his face bruised. They must have beaten him in his drugged sleep. That ruined mouth had kissed the god of the sea. But now coal daubed his forehead in the bell-shaped symbol of Heseth. The air thickened with smoke again. Not sweet this time, but bitter and sticky, hot and black, rising up through the floor. Their village had lit the pitch beneath their stilt foundations. Kissen yanked at her wrists, her legs. "Papa!" she cried. They had left her neck unbound when she had tried to bite. She writhed, tugging her arm into strange contortions, the bones popping as she craned her neck towards her closer hand. There, she could reach. She set her teeth to the rope, gnawing and tugging at the knot. It was sea rope, not meant for fraying, but she didn't want to die. Gideon was awake too. "You filthy cast-offs!" he was shouting, struggling against his bindings, choking as they tightened on his throat. He coughed on the smoke. "You saltless traitors!" His voice was raw. The heat was rising. Kissen could feel it on the soles of her feet. "Be calm," their mother said, her voice